Okay, so I thought I was getting ready to go to bed, but no. Guess what? I choose to be guided. Listen, I just had an epiphany. You know how we've been in reflection, right? Okay, so we've been in reflection. We're going over the journey that we've been in. Not everybody is at this point in time in their journey. Okay? Not everybody is right here. But for those of you who are at the point that you have done the work, you've been through it, you have died. The ego has died. You've gone through your tower, many towers, right? And you have faced your shadow, did the work. You have eliminated what needed to be eliminated. You have brought into your life what you needed to bring into your life. You have let go of whatever you need to let go. And this has been the most significant, you might even call it the most tumultuous experience and journey of your life. I'm talking to you. And for those who will be one day coming up on something like this, because when you go through the ego death, which is the only death that we experience in this game called life, then you can come, you have found this at that time. This message is timeless. Listen, baby. You're in this space of reflection. You're also having to be like kind of still. You might not really want to, because in the physical, it just looks like, come on, I know I need to be doing something, right? And remember when I give that example of being in the car wash. And you're in the car wash, you get online, you get where you're supposed to be online, and you are required to put it in neutral and go forward, but you are not to touch the gas, touch the accelerator, nor are you to turn that wheel. And that is so that you can have a good trip. And you can come out gleaming on the other side. When I talked to someone just recently, how divine always puts you in the place, how your spirit team is always working on your behalf. I remember talking to somebody and telling them this analogy, but then not knowing that they were the ones who they owned a car wash, first of all, and they are the ones who actually repair the machinery when someone has done something I just said, which is they either touched the accelerator, touched the gas, right? They did something other than just remain in neutral and allowing themselves to sit there and go with the flow. I just got an epiphany. When women, because I know I have men listening too, when we are in labor, in the delivery room, there are so many stages prior to that. But when we get to that delivery room, it is something about it, as far as I'm concerned. I remember when my grandbaby was being born, and I had the nice jazz ambiance, had the ambiance going, the jazz playing, actually it was meditation music that was playing, had oceans in the background, and then there was a lot of activity going on in the room as well by other guests. And I was somewhat annoyed because I'm thinking, we are here and there is a child being born. This is not the time for all of this extra. Peace, be still, please. My grandchild is being born. And as I get chills, as I'm sharing this with you, because this was like a mandate for me to get online. I was listening to Luther Vandross, okay? Spirit's like, go live now. And then when it's that song, that one that you're right there and you have to be obedient. God say, live now. Not quite in that tone, but it was an urgency in my soul. Therefore, we're here for you, darling. Please listen, because I am telling you, you are in delivery. For those of you who are in this space, this is exciting. Now I'll be still. Okay. I'll be still. Let's be still. You know why? Because I'm in delivery, boo. We about to have this baby for real this time. What? Because I know you're just like me. Like you have not been here before. You've been to so many spots in this journey, and you know how it go. We dipping you in like what? Remember when we talked about the swimming? When you swim and you go down and then you come up for breath and then you go down and come up for breath. And some of those times that you came up for breath, honey, you thought it was ready. You thought you were getting ready to pop. Have you ever gone to the hospital, for you ladies? Have you ever gone to the hospital and it wasn't time yet to deliver that baby? You're like, what? What do I need to do? Like, come on, man. Like, what you mean it's not time yet? You're sending me back home? Listen, baby. We're in delivery. Now, listen, I don't know how long the labor is going to be. Maybe there was an example. Because when I had my son, I was in labor for 2.5 days. And I pushed for 3 hours. Well. For 3 and some, and almost lost my life. I decided to go against what the doctor said. Whoa, message. I decided to go against what the doctor said and instructed me to do, made a pact with the divine in my mind, and decided, no. We're not going to do it that way. Because apparently, all of these 2 days plus and 3.5 hours later, y'all didn't know that I was having the baby coming out the wrong way. Really? That's what we're doing right now. And you want me to listen to you? I didn't even think about it that tough. Really, just what I said was, I did an analogy. I knew I was going to die on that table. I actually told my ex-husband, I said, I don't know if I can do this. They can take the baby, but I'm not going to make this. Yeah, like this was done. You know, it was a done deal. How many of you have been done? Like, it's done. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with it. I'm going to lay down right here. We're good. You get what I'm saying? Well, I just want you to know, don't, baby, because you are about to have a baby. You are about to have a baby. It's about to be born, baby. But I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know how long how long? Not long. How long? Don't know. But you know, you at least you know you in labor. You're in the labor room. I'm so excited. This epiphany did not just come to me for no reason. Trust me, I don't have epiphanies for no reason. That doesn't happen to me. So I'm excited. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, oh my gosh. I remember that. I remember that space after moving around. Because, you know, just before that, there's this big, where, you know, come on, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Where you have that extra breath. You felt like you wanted to clean the whole house. You wanted to do so much. You wanted to get it all done. You just had this extra energy, this burst of energy that came through. And then the next thing you know, but that was the sign that you were getting ready to go into labor. Woo, and baby. One thing I can say that is different about this side is that pain, that delivery pain, is very painful. Yeah, it's very painful. Baby, I remember. If you have caught your breath in the past couple of weeks or so, had to, because something hit you so hard and you had to exercise the wisdom, the knowledge, and everything that you had experienced in this journey. You had to pull out some things like, Okay. What am I to experience in this moment now? Because I know that if I'm going through this right now, that there is something for me to experience. What have I learned? What have I learned? What have I learned? What have I learned? Have you been there? What have I learned? Okay. Okay. This ain't that. Okay. Whew. Whew. If you've been there, this is yours, baby. Oh my gosh. We're in labor. You're in labor. It's beautiful. I know you want peace. Embrace it. Embrace it, because you know what happens after you have the baby. Ladies know, men know too, because look, you're in there in that room with your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, fiance, whatever, right? Having that baby, dropping it like it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Experiencing the end of it all. Well, actually the beginning. And that's the same thing that we are going through. We are getting ready to go through to the beginning. Now the work really begins. I mean, once we have it, once we drop it like it's hot, that baby comes out and the pain is gone. We're like, oh my God, could you have come sooner? Then the work begins. We start to live life to the full and serve our beautiful, precious little ones. Yeah. They begin to call the shots. And as so it will be with you and your birthing of your life's true purpose. It's getting ready to go down, baby. Like down, it's about to get wild up in here. That's what's about to happen. I'm just saying. I'm so excited. I'm like, oh my God. When I had that picture in my mind, sitting in that delivery room with my computer on my lap, I know I was doing the most. Spiritual Message by Tina Turner. Everything is playing. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Everything is playing, and it's just playing the songs and peace, be still. Peace, oh, peace. Whatever the Lord said. But it wasn't, I was actually playing, I think, you know what? I mean, I was playing compassionate music. Whatever I was playing some music that would calm the spirit, ease the soul, and hopefully put some peace on my baby's heart and mind as she was giving birth to our beautiful, beautiful grandchild. So it was very uncomfortable to have all that other stuff going on. So I can understand why we are being guided to sit. Come on, be still, reflect. Use this time wisely to reflect, because whatever you've been working on is going to put you to work. Whatever you've been working on is getting ready to put you to work, baby. You're getting ready to be put to work. And it's what you've been loving and wanting and anticipating anyway. So like if you're going to be a singer or you're going to be on the road, you're getting ready to be on the road, baby, before God get the news, as my grandmother used to say. Honey, God's going to be like, wait a minute, hold on. Okay, team, do we have the verdict? Where are you guys in this right here? Did you finish that? Did you finish that task? Are we ready yet? Oh. God, we already did it. God, we've already delivered it. Are you? Oh, we're ready. We're on track. It's wonderful. You're getting ready to deliver. You are in the delivery room. I'm so excited for you. Are you excited? Are you happy? You should be. You're literally in the delivery room. Yeah, that's why you're big. Can everybody turn down the volume? We're having a baby. That's where you are. You're getting ready to birth your life's true purpose, literally. Oh, and that means you've done a lot. You've gone through a lot. Wow. Unions connecting with the soul. There are going to be relationships being restored. Things that are really big getting ready to happen for those who gave it up. for those who chose to be guided. See, in this new era, that is the way. The way that we've been taught by man will be no more. Yeah. So tables are being turned up and upside down and all that. But in the midst of that, there are examples being made. It's your choice. But it's your choice. It really is. And this ain't no, God caressed you through it, so it's okay. And you're going to be at peace as you go through this process. Oh my goodness. What? I just thought about that part. When I say, oh my goodness, you know I am music, so there's always a song playing in my head. Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. I just thought about that. Enjoy. Be yourself. You also know that in delivery rooms, everybody is not invited. Despite all your family and everything else that you may have going on, most people get a call that you've delivered. But it's a sacred space. It's a sacred space. There are not a lot of people there. 1, 2, 3 maybe. Your spouse, baby daddy, baby, whatever. That's what happens. And you have it in your mom, your dad. Usually it's your mom. Yeah. It's simple. A simple space, it should be. And quiet. No drama. We don't want any drama. We really just want peace. Because a baby is being born. We'll party when the baby is born, but right now the baby is being born. So we're going to need some solitude. We're going to need some peace and quiet. We're going to have to sit in it for a while as we prepare to birth. And oh my God, I cannot. I almost want to turn this video off because I just thought about something. Okay. Oh my God. Listen, when I wrote Pregnant in the Spirit, How to Birth a Life of True Purpose, I remember coming into the realization that what I was experiencing was the path that Jesus took. And in that process, I remember weeping one particular day. And I wept so much. I had sunglasses on in my house as I walked up from my office at the time to speak to my children. And they wondered why did I have, look at that. You see how those, listen, don't worry about it. On the flip side, we'll get these lashes together. Right now, we're going to make it, look, it is what it is. So, I remember crying because I heard God say, you're right where Jesus was before he went to the cross. And I remember saying, I couldn't take it anymore. When I saw that, I started trying to make up some reason, something else that was going to happen because I couldn't take any more. Like, wait a minute, hold on. Before he went to the cross. Before he went to the cross. But after he went to the cross, that's when all hell broke loose, right? Like, huh? And I thought it was just as easy as just here to there to there. So as you know, if you've been in this journey, it hasn't been just like that. It's been, some things have taken longer than what you expected, and the whole 9 yards. So as I'm saying, like, you're in the delivery room, right? This is the delivery room. This is the time for peace, reflection. For reflection. But then delivery room is where you give birth, and right, you may be a little calm before that baby starts pushing out. And you know what I want to say? Who I'm talking to? Yeah. That was that which you were just experiencing. The having to take your breath, like literally feeling like everything is destroyed. Like, what the hell? I thought you said it was restoration. This looks like the Helen Keller movie or something. This doesn't seem like that. You've just been out of that space. God, thank you for those pushes can be different. My sister had a baby and didn't feel it. Didn't feel the she didn't go through the pains that most women go through. She literally birthed the baby. She was laughing and stuff, and they came and checked her, and they said, you're 10 centimeters. She also didn't have a belly. They were wondering if the babies were okay. So you're at this space. You're at this space. You've pushed. But this labor and reflection, reflecting in the labor room. And at this point, who I'm talking to, though, you've been through the labor. You've been in labor. You've been in labor. That's why there's getting ready to be a big surprise, because when you're in labor and after you've pushed through some very tumultuous things, like right at the door, you've been really pushing just recently. You've been really pushing. So when you are in labor and you are pushing and you're right at the door, when that baby, you don't know when the baby's going to pop out. You don't know. You're just going to keep pushing until it pops. But you're there. You're in that space, and that's why it's reflection time. So if you're in reflection time, you've birthed. You're in the birthing. You're in the birthing process. So things are moving around. The things are starting to like unfold right now in your life. Like, things are turning around in your life. Where you had blockages, they're turning around. You gotta cut. I can't. Did you hear? Did you hear how this just unfolded right in front of us? Cut the cord. What do you do when the baby come out? Ah! You gotta cut it. And the part that you cut off, what they do? Boop! Throw it in the garbage. 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 You get rid of it. Ha! You gotta cut it. You gotta cut it. You gotta cut it. And it's really the energy for you. It's the energy for you. It's the energy of the past for you. Get out of it. Stop listening to stuff that's taking you back there too. Stop listening to readings and things that's taking you back to the past. Yeah. You gotta cut it. You gotta cut it. Stop it. Whatever that is taking you back to the past in the way that you thought of it back then, in the way the way it was back then, that had you in a low vibrational state. You know what are we doing? What are we doing? Wait a minute. You're out of the jungle and didn't even know that you were out of it. You're out of it and didn't even know. So you're in this phase. Like it's getting ready to get wild. That's why it's getting ready to get wild. All I do, hey, is think about you. All I do, hey, is think about you. Oh, don't make my love da 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 da. Da 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 da. I tell you, boy, that I love I had to give. Listen. Hey, I do, yeah, baby. Think about you. All I do, yeah, is think about you. Oh, oh, oh! You make my life up and a fine. Da 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 da. Hey, y'all don't know about that. Listen. So we just had to go through this whole thing here because I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, God. Oh, have you ever had that? It's like, I remember when you said that time, like, man, are we there? Are we there? Oh my God. Because I'm like, I can't, come on now, please, Lord, please, 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 please. Can we get on with the program? Can we birth this baby and keep it moving? Can I get to it? Can I get on stage, baby? Okay, and I swear you are. You're getting ready. It's just going to be on a whole nother level. On a whole nother level. Yeah. That's where you are. You are. Okay, so where are you? Okay, I know I've been like, because I'm doing this live. I mean, yeah, I'm being obedient. Actually, I'm recording this video live and we're going to premiere it so you guys can just like listen to it. But I'm just saying, oh my gosh. I don't even, it's a surprise. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Yeah. It's like I want to ask, has the baby been born? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, was that the part where it was like, you've been running for miles? If you listen to the video that I did a few days ago, you've been running for miles, not even knowing that you were already out of the jungle, like running for miles. And you didn't realize that you were out of it. I think that was after we did the video of you need to cut it. Unbelievable. Cut the cord. So then I'm here and I'm like thinking, I really wanted peace in the labor room. When my grandbabies were born, it was peaceful. as a mother, you sit there and you're like, wow, that was something. I remember when just a few weeks ago I was, wow. Just a minute ago I was really in pain, and now I'm holding my baby. Like, what was that pain? I don't remember that pain. This message is not for everybody. It's very specific. And you know who you are. Because to be at this point in the journey on this earth right now, before we are in the new world, new earth, is very rare. But there are chosen ones. Remember what we know here on ICBG. To be chosen means that you are a pioneer. There are no respected persons. Many are called, few are chosen. When I asked God that question, God said about that, like, I know you don't have respected persons, so why is it that many are called and few are chosen? And the Spirit was very clear to say, because not everybody is a pioneer. Everybody can be a pioneer. We're in all sections of the world, and we have all different roles, and the beauty comes with us being in the position that our soul aligned with us for. And the only way you're going to know that is if you choose to be guided, follow the divine source energy, so that you can be right where you're supposed to be. Like I say, you can't be on the football field hired to be signed to be a quarterback, but you're on the field watching the quarterback as a linebacker. Maybe they're the same. I don't know. I don't know anything about all that, so whatever. You got to stay in your lane. Get your position, and that's where you're going to find your happiness and your peace. When you're not in position, the position that your soul aligned with you for, you're going to feel all out of whack. And in this era, things will just because things are going with the flow. There are enough people. The chosen have gotten together. Okay, Spirit doesn't want me to go to that part, so we're not going to go that part. We're just going to say this. I'm going to say that you have come much further than you thought. Some of you have birthed your true purpose. You like in that spot when they're at the hospital and they're just like looking at the baby, and the mom's getting a little rest, and everything is quiet and it's peaceful because it's a new baby. Some of you that I'm speaking to, you're there. Some of you. And those who are there, a great sign is that you've gone through a major push recently. It made you lose your breath. You literally lost your breath. You had to catch your breath. You were sitting on the edge of your bed like, you got to be kidding me. I came all this far for this. Yeah. That's who I'm talking to. But it's all good now, isn't it? Ooh, baby. Oh my God. So allow yourself to rest. And embrace the reflection. And do what the new you would do when you are reflecting and remembering where you've come from. I don't even think it's not easy to go back to the past. You can, for maybe a second, it's like, oh my God, what? That's not me. That's not my emotion. That's not me. Because you'll also, very commonly you'll experience a lot of spiritual and psychic attacks. So no, it's not gonna take you out, but you may realize it or have some resistance and things like that, and you are called in that moment to just kind of like remember where you are, remember the world you're in. You chose to be in this world now. You are no longer where you were before at all. At all. Period. I love you guys. Transformation. It is so. I expect a surprise. This is a surprise, but you are much further than you thought. If you did that pushing, Spirit said your baby popped out. Now wait for it. But embrace this experience. Embrace the time that you know how you have at the hospital and everybody come up and they just seeing the baby. You know, oh, the baby is so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. Because things are unfolding and unraveling for you very quickly. You're not even where you were last week in the physical. It's all changing. Listen, I love you guys. I love you. Sending you beautiful energy, love and transformation for you. Okay? Good night. Okay. It's nothing else to say. Shh.